next Sunday's 90-minute episode of The Walking Dead.
Little pig, let me in.
Let me put this to all of you as clearly as I can. There is no way out of this. I'm not in charge anymore. Negan is.
Alright, why don't you guys do me a favor if you guys have seen that trailer? I froze the screen on Rick right now. Look at Rick's... Can you see that? Look at Rick's face. I hope he didn't go there and kill another person, you know what I'm saying? Because Rick's got that look. He might just have that look because he's broken, but... I don't know, man. You guys keep breaking down all my main characters. I had to watch Rick get broken down for an entire episode. I had to watch 2 main characters die. I had to watch the last season final episode, the entire group break down, pretty much. And now this episode, I get to see Daryl broken down. And I think this goes without saying, but spoiler alert, obviously, on this video. So if you haven't watched episode 3, go watch it before you watch this episode. Anyways, the Cell, Negan, Daryl, basically the story, Dwight. At the point where I thought Daryl might break down, when he's like, what's my name? And, you know, everyone in Negan's group says Negan. That's who they are now. They are Negan. And he's like, who are you? And I so thought in my head that Daryl's just going to play it smart. It's a good option. You just say, I'm Negan, and you get like a bed and food, and you get all this, you get shoes. Shoes are probably nice, but Daryl's just a badass, man. So, he's holding strong. It was a good backstory on Dwight, dating back to last season, where him and his wife, you know, they ran into Daryl in the woods, all that stuff happened, they took Daryl's stuff, they left, he said, you'll be sorry. That's where that all comes into play. And now, Negan is now married, whatever you want to call it, to Dwight's wife, ex-wife, which that's pretty awkward. So, it was a decent episode. Again, nothing worth reacting to, so this is just a breakdown. It's basically just an entire episode of them trying to do to Rick what they did to Daryl, or other way around, them trying to do to Daryl what they did to Rick, just completely break him down. He kind of did when I don't know what was in the picture. I couldn't quite see it. I'd imagine it was Glenn. I'd imagine that, but I couldn't really tell. But I'd imagine since he broke down and since he said you got your friend killed, I imagine that was Glenn, unfortunately. So we did see him break down in private. Dwight stayed behind the door to make sure he broke down like a dick. And, you know, but he still didn't break down in the end. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to Daryl. You also got to see some backstory about the people that also live there. They obviously have a lot of resources. That guys wouldn't be eating fried egg sandwiches with lettuce and tomato and pickles and mustard and all the other condiments that guy had. An unreasonable luxury in the apocalypse. But, so you got to see some backstory on Dwight. You got to see how the Savior's place is ran. Basically everything belongs to Negan, including your wife, apparently. And looking at the next episode, starts the interaction with the Saviors and Rick's group. And from what it looks like maybe Michonne might be planning to try and assassinate Negan. She's at least holding a gun for whatever reason in the preview, so I'm sure that has some sort of meaning to it. But, yeah. That's about it for the episode. It was pretty much just an entire breakdown, or an attempt of breakdown of Daryl. Some little backstory on the Saviors. Doesn't look like everybody is as happy there as, you know, they could be. You have to kneel to Negan, so he basically runs it all by himself. And that's about it, guys. If you guys had any feedback on the episode, comments on what you guys think is going to happen, leave it in the comments down below. Leave a like for Daryl being a badass, as always. and we will see you guys next week. Okay, bye.